Today we are going to start a new text. The name of the text is very long. Sarva-Vedanta-Siddhanta-Sara-Sangraha. As the very name indicates, it is a Sangraha. Sangraha means a collection. Collection of the Sara, the essence of all the Vedanta. What is Vedanta? We use this word Vedanta. There is a text called Vedanta-Sara. In Vedanta-Sara, you find the definition of the word Vedanta. Vedanto nama Upanishad pramanam tadupakarini shariraka sutradini cha. Basically, Vedanta refers to the Upanishads, the body of literature known as Upanishads. Upanishads are called Vedanta because they are at the end of the Vedas. Positionally, they are at the end. If you take up any shakha of a Veda, the first portion consists of the karma. Therefore, it is called karma kanda. At the end, at the fag end, there is Vedanta. There is a jnana. Therefore, it is called jnana kanda. The jnana kanda is called Upanishad. And since positionally it is at the end of the Veda, it is called Vedanta. Therefore, basically, the word Vedanta refers to the Upanishad. And the Upanishad is Pramana. It is Pramana. It is a means of knowledge, a source of knowledge. So the Upanishads are called Vedanta. Then the author of Vedanta Sara adds, in addition to the Upanishads, There are a few other texts also that can be called Vedanta because they help us in understanding the Upanishads. Therefore, Sadananda, the author of Vedanta Sara, adds Tadupakarini Shariraka Sutradini cha Tadupakarini, the texts that help us in understanding the Upanishads. What are they? Shariraka Sutradini. There is a Brahma Sutra, Brahma Sutrani, which is also known as Shariraka Sutra. Then Bhagavad Gita, these three texts, Upanishad, Brahma Sutrani, and Bhagavad Gita, these three texts are collectively known as Prasthanatraya. They are the three bedrocks of Vedanta. And in addition to this, there are many writings of various acharyas in the tradition, like the bhashyas of Shankaracharya and so many prakarana granthas. Even they are included in Vedanta. Therefore, Vedanta refers to a body of literature that is based on the Upanishads. Upanishad as well as the literature that helps us in understanding the Upanishad are collectively known as Vedanta. The Vedanta is a very vast body of literature. In the Vedanta literature, you will find various methodologies of teaching, various disciplines are taught, various disciplines that help us to arrive at the Atmajnana are taught. Each text has its own uniqueness. Even if you look at the Upanishads, each Upanishad is unique in its presentation. In the same manner, each Prakarana Grantha is unique in its presentation, like Viveka Chudamani or Dridrishya Viveka. The speciality of this text, Sarva-Vedanta-Siddhanta-Sara-Sangraha, is that It picks up the uniqueness from many other Prakarana Granthas as well as many Upanishads and presents them in a systematic way. Therefore, this is a very comprehensive text. It consists of more than 1000 shlokas. I think 1015 shlokas. Each aspect of Vedanta is dealt with in good detail. Many topics that are discussed in other Prakarana Granthas, like Drigdrishya Viveka or Viveka Chudamani or Vedanta Sara, Atma Bodha, even they are presented in this book. Therefore, if you study Sarva-Vedanta-Siddhanta-Sara-Sangraha, it is as good as studying many other Prakarana Granthas. This text is attributed to Shankaracharya. Like many other Prakarana Granthas, even this text is attributed to Shankaracharya. But Satchidanandendra Saraswati Swamiji of Holenarasipur writes that it is debatable whether it is authored by Shankaracharya or not is a matter of debate, because if you look into the methodology of teaching adopted in this book, it does not look like that of the one who has written the bhashyas. There is a difference in the methodology. The methodology adopted in this book resembles that of another text known as Vedanta Sara of Sadananda, which I quoted a few minutes back. This is one reason why Satchidanandendra Swamiji questions the general belief that it is authored by Shankaracharya. And there is another reason also. This book consists of certain technical words that are not found in the Bhashya. Even because of this reason, one can argue that this book is not authored by Shankaracharya. Therefore, we don't know for sure the author of this book. In olden days, the people did not bother to write their name and take credit. They just wrote the works as a service to the humanity. Let people benefit. That is why the author has not written his name. Therefore, we do not know who really the author was. Yet, it is a great work, very detailed work, and it is worth studying. With this introduction, let us start. Shlokas 1 to 3 are mangala shlokas. Mangala means a prayer. The purpose of a prayer in the beginning of a text is to get rid of vighna. Nirvighnena grantha parisamaptyartham. In order to complete the text without any obstacle, without any vighna, we should do prayer in the beginning of a text. Therefore, the author composes 3 shlokas as mangala, as the prayer verses. Let us start. Akhandaananda sambodho vandanadyasya jayate govindantamaham vande chidanandatanungurum. This mangala shloka is in the form of Guru Vandanam, salutation to the Guru. Who is a Guru? Granati upadishati atmatattvam iti Guru. A Guru is the one who teaches the Atma Tattva. A teacher of the Atma Tattva, a teacher of the Brahma Vidya is the Guru. The author does namaskara to the Guru. While doing namaskara, it is a tradition to glorify the one to whom you are doing namaskara. Therefore, the author is glorifying the Guru. He is stating the greatness of his Guru. Yasya vandanat akhandaananda sambodha jayate. Yasya vandanat, by doing namaskara to who? By doing namaskara to the Guru, one gets the knowledge of the Brahman. Akhandaananda sambodha jayate. Brahman is akhandaananda. Akhanda. Akhanda means free from all differences. Na vidyate khandaha bhedaha yasya saha akhandaha. The Brahman does not have any differences, does not have any divisions. Therefore, Brahman is called Akhanda. Ekamevadvitiyam. And Ananda. The nature of Brahman is Ananda. Therefore, Brahman or Paramatma is called Akhandananda. Akhandanandasya sambodha. The knowledge of Akhandananda, the realization of Akhandananda, jayate, it takes place. So how does it take place? How can one get the knowledge of Brahman? By doing namaskara to the Guru. Without doing namaskara to the Guru, one cannot get Brahmajnana. Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya. In order to get Atmajnana, one should approach a Guru, do namaskara to the Guru, do seva to the Guru. Therefore, yasya vandana, by doing namaskara to the Guru, the Shishya gets akhandananda sambodha. Tam Govindam chidanandatanam tanum gurum. So that kind of Guru, the Guru who is capable of imparting the Brahma Vidya to his Shishya. So that kind of Guru. And the author mentions Guru's name, Govindam. The Guru's name is Govinda. Chidanandatanum. One more description of the Guru. Chidanandatanum. The Guru's nature is Chit Ananda. Chidananda is Brahman. Chit means consciousness. Ananda, happiness. Brahman is the consciousness and happiness. Now the author is describing the Guru as Brahman. Chidanandatanum Guru. This signifies 2 points. Point number 1, it is said that a Shishya should look upon his Guru as Iswara. Therefore, the author is looking upon his own Guru as none other than the Iswara, none other than the Paramatma. And point number 2, the author is indicating that his Guru is a Brahmanishtha. Being a Brahmanishtha, he is not different from Brahman. Brahmaveda Brahmaiva Bhavati. The Guru is free from the bodily identification. He abides in the knowledge of Brahman. Therefore, the author calls him Chidanandatanu. Chidanandatanum Govindam Gurum Aham Vande. I do namaskara to him. Second shloka. Akhandam Satchidanandam Avangmanasa Gocharam Atmanamakhilādhāram Ashrayebhishta-siddhaye. The second mangala shloka. This is in the form of Atma Sharanagati. The author takes refuge at the Atma. Generally, we take refuge at Iswara. Iswara Sharanagati. We surrender to Iswara. But here, the author is taking refuge at the Atma. Why? Because being a jnani, the author knows that the Iswara is none other than his own Atma, his own self. Therefore, The author is taking refuge at the Atma, and the Atma is described akhandam satchidanandam. Atma is akhanda, means free from differences, bhedarahitaha ityarthaha, free from all differences. We talk about three types of bheda, three types of differences: swagata bheda, sajatiya bheda, and vijatiya bheda. The Atma is free from all three types of bheda. Therefore, akhandam. Satchidanandam. Atma is Satchidananda Swarupa. We have already seen this in detail in Tattvabodha, and a greater detail we will see in this text, because in this text all the points are elaborated. In Tattvabodha, you have seen them in brief. For example, what is Viveka? What is Nityanitya Vastu Viveka? We have seen it in brief. But the same Nityanitya Vastu Viveka will be discussed in very detail in this text. That is why you get a clearer picture of the teaching in Sarva-Vedanta-Siddhanta-Sara-Sangraha. This will add to the clarity, add to the conviction. Satchidanandam. Atma is Satchidananda. And avangmanasa gocharam. Atma is not an object of words as well as mind. Yato vacho nivartante aprapya manasa saha is an Upanishadic statement. Yato vacho nivartante. The words return from the Atma. The words fail to reach the Atma. Aprapya manasa saha. Even the mind fails to objectify the Atma. Therefore, avang manasa gocharam. I am not explaining these words because the explanations will come later on in the text itself. Akhiladharam. Atma is Akhiladhara. Akhilasya adharaha. Akhiladhara. It is the support of everything. Everything finds existence on account of the Atma. Therefore, Akhiladhara. It is the adhara, support of everything. That kind of Atma, Atmanam, Abhishta Siddhaye Ashraye, Ashraye, Aham Ashraye, I take refuge. Why? Abhishta Siddhaye, for fulfilling my wish. The author has a wish, a desire. What can be the desire? Completion of the text. The author should write the text successfully. It is his abhishta, his desire. Abhishta siddhaye, to fulfill his desire of completion of the text, he is taking recourse to the Iswara, who is none other than the Atma. Shloka 3. Yada lambodaram hanti satam pratyuha sambhavam tada lambedaya lambam lambodara padambujam. The third shloka is a prayer to Ganesha. Ganesha is called Lambodara. Lambodara is a name of Ganesha because he has a long stomach, a big stomach. Lambodaram. And the Lambodara, Ganesha, is described Yadalambaha Satam Pratyuha Sambhavam Daram Hanti. Tat Dayalambam Lambodara Padambujam Alambe. The description here is not Ganesha himself, but the feet of Ganesha. The feet of Ganesha that are like lotus. Lambodara Padambujam. The lotus feet of Lambodara. It is described. Yada Lambaha, taking refuge at the feet of Ganesha. Yasya Alambaha, taking refuge at which feet of Ganesha? Satam Pratyuha Sambhavam Daram Hanti. Satam, the Satpurusha, the people who follow Dharma, are called Sat Purusha. Even the Sat Purusha might have done some papa earlier, maybe in his previous janma, and because of his own papa, in any of his pursuit, he might get obstacles, vighna. Vighna is also called pratyuha. Pratyuha is another word for vighna. Therefore, even a Satpurusha can have the fear of vighna when he starts to do something. But taking refuge at the feet of Ganesha makes him free from the fear of vighna. Therefore, satam pratyuha sambhavam daram hanti. Dara means fear. The fear caused by pratyuha, pratyuha sambhavam, the fear caused by vighna, means the fear of obstacles. Hanti, taking refuge at the feet of Ganesha, destroys such fear, puts an end to such fear. Tat dayalambam. The feet of Ganesha is described dayalamba. It is a repository of daya, repository of compassion. Not only Ganesha has compassion, even the feet of Ganesha has compassion. Therefore, dayalambam. It is the repository of compassion. Lambodara padambujam. The lotus feet of Lambodara. Ashraye, alambe. Alambe means ashraye. I take refuge. I hold on to the feet of Ganesha so that he makes me free from all vighna, all obstacles. Ganesha is Vighna Raja, the Lord of Vighna. Thus, with the three shlokas, the author did the mangala. He completed the prayer. And now, the fourth shloka is Grantharambha Pratigna. It is a statement of what the author is going to explain. The author's intention is being stated. Vedanta Shastra Siddhanta Sara-Sangraha uchyate. Prekshavatam mumukshunam sukhabodhopapattaye. The author is stating what he is going to write. Vedanta Shastra Siddhanta Sara-Sangraha uchyate. Vedanta Shastra. Vedanta is a Shastra. Shasanat trayate iti Shastram. Shastra means it teaches and protects. Through teaching, it protects from samsara. Therefore, it is called Shastra. Vedanta Shastra has Siddhantas. Siddhaha antaha Siddhantaha. Siddhanta means the established conclusion. Siddhaha means established. Established through proper pramana, Shruti pramana, as well as yukti, logic. Certain conclusions are established, like Jiva Brahma Aikya, Jagan Mithya, etc. These are the Siddhanta, the established conclusions of the Vedanta Shastra. Siddhanta-Sara, the essence of such a Siddhanta, such established conclusions, they are told all over Vedanta, all over the Vedanta literature, in great detail. They cannot be found in one place. Something is here, something is there. They are scattered over. Therefore, the author feels a need to present them in one place, systematically. Therefore, he is doing a sangraha. He is collecting them together and presenting them. Systematically. It is called Vedanta Shastra Siddhanta-Sara-Sangraha. And the author is intending to write this, compose this. Therefore, Uchyate, it is being told. What is the purpose? There should be some purpose. The author is stating the purpose of his endeavor, his effort. Prekshavatam mumukshunam sukhabodhopapattaye. Prekshavatam mumukshunam. This text is for the mumukshus. What kind of mumukshus? Prekshavatam. The mumukshus who have a reasonable intellect. The mumukshu should be reasonably intelligent. To understand Vedanta, you need not have a very high IQ, but one should have a reasonable intellectual quotient so that he can understand what is taught. That kind of mumukshus are called prekshavatam mumukshuna. The mumukshus who are reasonably intelligent and reasonably wise. Now one might ask, the mumukshus can access the source book directly. They can study the Upanishad, they can study Bhagavad Gita, they can study the Bhashya, they can study the Vyakhyanas. Then why this book? The author says, it is not easy to study the source books directly. Even if somebody studies one source book or two source books, it is not possible to study all the source books for everyone. Therefore, those who want to understand the Vedanta easily, this text is a great gift. Sukhabodhopapattaye, so that the mumukshus can get jnana easily. Sukha, sukhena, anayasena, without much difficulty, without struggling too much. Bodhopapattaye, they should be able to get bodha, they should be able to get atmajnana. For that purpose, bodhopapattaye is tadarthya chaturthi, for the purpose of easy understanding. This text is being composed. Let us stop here. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.